Hello, my name is Erica Shea, and you are tuned into Slay, where each week you and I turn our attention inward and reflect on ideas intended to help move you into a state of inspiration and empower you to take decisive, proactive action toward achieving your goals and reaching your highest potential. Today, we are talking about counting blessings. If you are ready to bring more positivity, happiness, and gratitude into your life, then this episode is for you. Let's get into it. When was the last time you took a moment to stop and consider all of the value you possess? I know for me, it's easy to stop and think about everything that needs to be done, anything that's causing frustration, busying myself with thoughts about how I'm going to get through my infinite to-do list, trying to problem solve. It is a surefire way to wind myself up, but not always in a constructive way, because without constant mindfulness, there's pure potential for the event to end up just destructive, to where I find myself feeling discontented, dissatisfied, and honestly downright miserable with just the overwhelm from thinking about all of the space that exists between where I am in that moment and where I want to be. Have you ever been there or felt that? Today was one of those days for me. I woke up thinking about being a whole ass 34, reflecting on just all of the change that's taken place in my life, especially just in the past year. I started to think about the goals that I set for myself for 2023, and then just kind of reflect on a few that have been pushed for various reasons. And I felt myself start to feel just a little sad. And you practice these things that we talk about long enough and often enough, the quicker you get at catching yourself. So it wasn't long before I caught myself and I forced myself to shut the negative thought loops down. I say that to highlight the fact that while I share these practices, I remain a work in progress myself. These things remain a practice for me day in and day out. I don't believe the work ever stops. I think that we just get better at doing the work. And with today being Slay Day, I was like, you know what? Let's touch on that. I don't wake up every day with a winner's mindset or a positive attitude. I have to actively choose it and move myself toward it, aligning my actions and thoughts with my intentions. So, what did I do after I realized my focus was no longer fueling me but depressing me? I did what I always do when I catch myself feeling low. I started to count my blessings, which is what I'm going to encourage you to do as well. I shifted my attention to all that is working in my life and all that I have to be grateful for. I grabbed my journal and I just started writing down everything that fills me with appreciation in no particular order, just a running list. I am grateful for awareness. That one made sense for me right off the bat because I had caught myself. I am grateful for time, the time to just sit there and reflect and, give myself grace and be productive and constructive. I am grateful for desire, the desire to grow and be better and to just continually make better choices for myself and my life. I am grateful for healthy babies. They were in the other room and they were causing a ruckus, but I stay happy and just grateful that they are healthy and smart and I'm able to be present with them. I'm grateful for my health. It started to make me think about myself and my ability to be active and engaged with them. I'm grateful for my bills being paid. I'm grateful for consistency. I am grateful for inspiration. I am grateful for communication. I am grateful for discernment. I am grateful for rest. I am grateful for love. I am grateful for choice. All right. It is a decision every single day to choose positivity, to choose your vision, to choose, what grows you. It's easy. It is so easy to just stay where it is comfortable, to stay in mediocrity. It is hard to make that switch. So I'm grateful that not only do I have the choice, but I have the desire and I have the commitment and I have all of these things. And so I was sitting in that. As I was writing all of those things, I started to see these images in my mind, and the tension that I was feeling, it slowly but progressively started to leave my body with each and every sentence. Remember, where our focus goes, energy flows. When we're focused on things that bring us down, this energy affects our actions and decision-making process. We move with less zest. We're more likely to see limitation rather than opportunity. And for me, that space that I was thinking about regarding where I am and where I'm trying to be could have just got bigger and bigger with that thought loop that I was in. But with the shift and the writing, I started to feel more empowered, and that the positivity that I was able to generate in thinking about everything that I have, that I actually genuinely appreciate qualities within myself and about my life, it enabled me to feel like the space that was previously there, ever expanding, was manageable because I possessed within me and about me really special resources, many of the same ones that you possess for yourself. So I'll ask you again, when was the last time that you stopped to consider all of the value you possess? You see, when we acknowledge the blessings we have, we find that our problems or challenges may not be as significant as they seemed, which helps us maintain a more balanced outlook. So when you're feeling like you've fallen from best self-center like I did, take 5 to count 5, maybe more things than 5, but take 5 to count 5. 5 things that you're grateful for. Remember, out of sight, out of mind. When you stop thinking about that bullshit, it stops to exist. That BS stops to exist. When we focus on our blessings, we divert our attention from stressors and worries, which just helps reduce stress levels and promote a sense of inner peace and calm. And I don't know about you, but the ability to access and tap into peace like that on demand is just supreme. I feel like if you can learn to do that, then you can literally learn to be, do, and have anything you could possibly want. I swear to God. I think it may be the greatest skill and gift that one could possess. Although I could be biased just as someone who used to struggle with anxiety, but I do believe that. I think it's probably the number one. If you can think of a better one than that, you let me know. And I think the last thing that I would add when it comes to just counting your blessings is to stop and feel yourself, like add yourself to that list. Think about how resilient, devoted, strong, and committed you are. Recognize your ability to show up for yourself in those moments, to not beat yourself up for slipping, but allow yourself to think your thoughts and then pull yourself out of that darkness. It's not easy. Not everyone is able to do that. Acknowledge that not only is it a blessing, but it may be one of your top. If you enjoyed this episode and know someone who could benefit from today's message or any of the content that we discuss, be sure to share it with them. As always, I thank you for tuning in. Until next time, continue to show up for yourself in a major way.